Uh-oh. Hi, Gemini Cancer. How are you guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome to your timeless astrology tarot reading. My name is Gabrielle, for those of you that might be new, and you are tuned in here to Cusp of Roses, where we do timeless general tarot readings for all 12 cusp zodiac signs, every new and full moon, and every zodiac season for the time being. I thank you guys so much for tuning in, being here. And I hope that this live finds you all well and in good spirits, all right? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and grab a chakra here for you. Kind of feel called to the third eye for you here, Gemini Cancer. We're going to get your incense lit. We are then going to get your energy a little bit situated, a little bit more grounded. I'm going to sound my singing bowl 1, 2, 3 times, depending on how I intuitively feel guided to. During that time, you can do whatever grounding or gratitude practice feels right and best for you in this moment. You may hear me do some deep breath work. I'll also be doing a silent prayer for you all and for us during this read, okay? So go ahead and get started on whatever feels right for you. Hi, Psych Soul. Oh, making dinner and listening. Oh, awesome. Thanks for being here. Ooh, I just finished my dinner. I hope your dinner comes out well, love. But let's go ahead and get your incense lit, and then I'm going to sound the singing bowl, and then we'll get into our channeled messages and then see what the cards have to say, okay? All right, Gemini Cancer. Let's get into this. Okay, so I was pulled to your third eye. But as I was meditating there and doing my prayer for you guys, I got a lot of orange, okay? A lot of orange colors kind of floating around you. So that sacral chakra activation might be occurring right now. That can bring a lot of different sensations here, Gemini Cancer, okay? It is our sensual center, okay? So you might be feeling all those types of feels. Your senses or your sensitivity through your senses could also be quite heightened. So you might be smelling things more intensely. Your skin could even get a little sensitive. You might find yourself a bit more emotional or emotionally driven at this moment, Gemini Cancer, okay? I feel like everything's okay, like especially if it kind of feels like mood swings, you're okay. I think it's just your sacral chakra doing some recalibrating, all right? So don't worry. Unless you feel like it's a need to, then of course seek out professional guidance, okay? And assistance with that. But a lot of sacral chakra energy, you may be attracted to the color orange. You may even spot, I'm seeing someone like driving and then like seeing an absurd number of like orange cars while out. And it's just kind of like, when did everybody get an orange car? You know, something like that. So orange is almost like your color for the moment, all right? So if you got some orange clothes, orange jewelry, maybe you want to dye your hair orange or something of that sort, that might be a fun thing to kind of connect with over the next few weeks, all right? So sacral chakra activations. What else do I need to know here, Divine, for Gemini Cancer, cusps and placements, and my soul tribe that might just be tuning in and hanging out prior to their direct influences? What's important for me to know? Okay. I almost get this like hearing. I just heard hearing impaired. So maybe you are slightly hearing impaired, or maybe you know or have hearing impaired family members. Something about, oh, okay. And if that's not the case, oh geez. If that's not the case, I almost feel like spirit is trying to say something or speak something to you, and it's almost like you're not hearing them, or you're not able to kind of connect with it all the way. And because I say that because as I was trying to tap into that energy, I heard pay attention to the signs, or the signs, almost like sign language. Maybe some of you know ASL. But I'm taking it not necessarily as the actual language, but almost like spirit speaking through signs as a form of language to kind of cross the language barrier with you here, Gemini Cancer. So signs, synchronicities, and messages might be really amplified right now, okay? Synchronicities or synchronistic numbers. Like 2, 3, or 7 might mean something to you, okay? 237, you might want to look up that angel number and see if that brings you an important message or if that resonates, okay? Yeah, you got Mercury. That's what I mean. Okay. Thank you, Divine. Because I'm like, that was like a roundabout way to just say sign synchronicities. But Mercury is at play here. Thinking, learning, networking, and communicate. So spirit is clearly trying to communicate. Butterflies could also be an important symbolism here for you. You might see butterflies float by you or floating around. I almost want to say at odd times, okay? But take that as that resonates. Some of you might have like a butterfly tattoo that means something to you. Or maybe you've been thinking about getting one. But it's all about communication here for you, my loves, in this moment, all right? I think spirit is trying to do a great deal of communicating with you. You might also get signs, messages, or answers to prayers through conversation with other people or other modes of communication like sound, music, TV, media. Pay attention to the repetition. So repeating words, repeating phrases, that also holds some sort of information here for you, okay? So Mercury is definitely present. Mercury will be going retrograde upcoming in August, okay? Adding to all of the other fun retrograde energy we're under right now. So just keep that in mind. I believe it's safe to say we're probably close to the shadow period for Mercury's retrograde, or we're kind of already in it. Maybe that's what's already affecting you in this moment. But we will be doing a Mercury retrograde reading on my Patreon for my Patreon members. So if you're interested, make sure you check that out, okay? Yeah, you got Sagittarius that wanted to come out, optimism, exploration, and freedom. I almost get this as like an Ace of Wands energy. Yeah, Jupiter at the bottom of the deck. So definitely growth and expansion here, and exploration and high vibration will be finding you soon, okay? I almost want to say like free thinking or freely communicating, like the freedom piece of this Sagittarius energy seems really, really important. Now, Sagittarius is the 7th house partner to your Gemini aspect, okay? So maybe there is a little bit of this kind of like opposition that's happening between you and Sagittarius energy that's getting you to explore new ways of thinking, communicating, networking, or connecting with others. I almost feel like there is this fire energy, whether this is a friend, a family member, that wants to push you out of your comfort zone a little bit, or is trying to get you to aim higher. I keep hearing, go for the stars, shoot for the moon. Like, in the way that Jupiter and Sagittarius energy can really just kind of like build up a lot of that hope and that a lot of that optimism and a lot of that confidence, right? Maybe that's a little bit of what you need in this moment to go for something, or to just trust that you are growing and expanding at a very rapid rate. So it's best to stay optimistic about what that growth might bring you, okay? New territories to explore, new things to discover. Some of you maybe have travel coming up in your plans here, okay? That might be a very healthy or spiritually expansive experience for you. So whether you're going on like a retreat, or it'll just be really refreshing to kind of get in a new area, a new scene, a new city, state, country, okay? Something about travel might click for you where you're like, oh yeah, like I actually do enjoy learning about the places that I'm at. Some of you are that type of traveler. You know, everybody's like really different on vacations and things like that, or when they're out taking trips. Some of you definitely are the ones that like want to do the historic tours, or you just like learning about maybe odd facts or little unknown things about the cities that you're in or the places that you go, or it's almost like it breeds a deeper sense of meaning and connection for you. Something about that meaning and connection with your environment is really, really important right now, okay? All right, what else here, Divine? Anything else I need to know prior to this reading, getting into the cards for my Gemini Cancers? Nope. All right, let's get into your direct influences here. Thank you so much, Divine, for connecting me to Gemini cusp, Gemini Cancer cusp babies, Gemini Cancer placements, and again, my soul tribe that is tuning in and hanging out with me. You got Aquarius here. Some of you maybe have strong Aquarius in your chart. Just flipped right on out. Originality, philanthropy, and progressive imaginings. Okay. Okay, I kind of get Pluto energy from Aquarius here, so we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. What else? What's directly influencing Gemini Cancer energies in the now moment, Divine? Direct energy influences the moon. Okay, yeah, we are pulling up on the full moon on the 1st of August. Okay, so that could be a very crucial full moon for you guys. I believe it's a Capricorn Aquarius full moon. Okay, Aquarius moon. There you go. Okay, so yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. Tell me more here. Satisfying your emotional needs, nurturing yourself and others. That's that sacral chakra. Thank you, Divine. That's that sacral chakra energy that's activating for you. Some of you could have a moon in Aquarius, which will definitely amplify your experience underneath this upcoming full moon. One more direct influence. Thank you. Water. All right. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So that Cancer vibration that you naturally hold will definitely be having an experience, is what they keep saying to me, under this new or next full moon. Okay, you also got the 7th house at the bottom of the deck. Profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. Ooh. Some of you could be in partnership or connecting romantically with an Aquarius or another water sign, maybe a Cancer. Could be Scorpio, could be Pisces. Okay, maybe even Pisces because Jupiter showed up. Something very unusual, though, about this person, if this is a person for you. This could also be energy that someone feels towards you, Gemini Cancer, okay? Somebody maybe is very curious about you right now, or feels that you're very peculiar, and that's the word that they gave me. Something clearly very original about your energy frequency for them. I think they see you as this Aquarian energy, like someone who gives a lot, does a lot of philanthropy, does a lot for others. Yeah, with the moon, nurture self and others. Something about the way you think is very intriguing to somebody. It could be a water sign as well. And or again, flip it. If you find someone really intriguing, or how they think very intriguing, they could have a lot of water in their chart, or an important or strong Aquarius placement, or a lot of 11th house energy. I do feel like Pluto is trying to come through here. So Pluto, carrying that scorpionic energy could definitely, yeah, you could be connecting with the Scorpio. You maybe have a strong Scorpio placement. Um, it almost feels like they're trying to destroy something here that is keeping you from, okay, adequately satisfying your emotional needs or tapping into that sacral chakra and connecting to your spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. Or this is an energy that you're emitting towards someone, or someone is like picking up about you. There's something about your emotional body that is very original, unique, or progressive or different in a way. And with the seventh house, yeah, I just feel like seventh house energy is just going to be so active while Venus is in retrograde. Okay, so we got a little bit longer and we're about to do the love reading, so that should be fun. But I do feel that I think there's just either a very unique connection that you have with something or someone that's highlighted right now for you, or there's this honor around your unique perspective when it comes to your spirituality and how you connect with your intuition. I also get that you're very unpredictable right now, is what I just heard. Someone can't either pin you in a corner or put you in a box right now, or it's like they're trying to have a deeper understanding around how you operate. And it's like at every turn that they think they know something about you, or they kind of think they have a pattern around you, it's switched up. Like that Aquarian energy, it's like, yeah, no, I'm kind of different every day, or you know what I mean? Like I'm not necessarily something that is set in stone in that way. Although Aquarius energy is quite fixed. I don't know, I just get a lot of unpredictable. Someone can't guess how you're going to feel one day to the next, or what actions you're going to take one day to the next. So it's like you're constantly surprising someone. So yeah, again, I just get that vibe, like where as soon as someone thinks that they can kind of predict your behavior, it changes. Because you're either truly living by the moon, especially for my feminines, you might be very, very in sync with the new moon and full moon 28-day cycle here, okay? Don't be surprised too if you begin your cycle on this full moon or the next moon to come. Something about that next cycle for you, if you still have your cycle, is gonna be a very I think it's gonna clearly it's gonna be emotional. I mean, like who's not emotional on their cycle, right? But I think it's like the emotions that come are gonna activate something here with the spirituality, because it keeps peeking out at me like spiritual, spiritual, spiritual. It's like either there's something that becomes a bit more spiritual while you're on your cycle, like you're connecting with it from a very spiritual space, or you're gonna have some of you, yeah, okay, that's been a theme as well. Dreams. Neptune in retrograde. You might have very spiritually profound dreams during your next cycle, okay? For my masculine energies, you can ignore that part because you're on a different cycle, right? But again, I just think that there's a hidden need or a hidden desire that will be revealed as well. Or someone is secretly desiring you or secretly has some sort of emotional energy towards you. It's somebody that you are in a relationship or connecting with in the now moment, okay? I also get that there could be somebody that you're connecting with here, Gemini Cancers, and you're learning very quickly that there's more to this person beneath the surface. And it's like that has you really, really intrigued. So maybe you want to learn more about this person, or you're just kind of like asking them all these questions. Yeah, it's like you're either Aquarians. Aquarians are good communicators. They are. They really are. So either this person is just really intrigued by you and they're going to be asking you a whole bunch of questions, or you guys are just going to be like having a lot of, I just heard rapid fire type of texting back and forth, communicating, calling back and forth, where I don't know. I think you're kind of finding someone here, Gemini, Cancer, that you vibe really well with. Something about your Cancer energy maybe balances out this air sign. I do feel like we're focused on the air sign when it comes to who you're connecting with here. But again, this could be someone who has like a lot of water in their chart and they feel very balanced with the air vibration that you carry, okay? So just as always, take it as it resonates. But let's get a little deeper. Thank you so much, Divine. Tell me more about Aquarius, the moon, and water for Gemini Cancers. Tell me more about Aquarius, the moon, and water. And there's Pluto. Judgment. I knew I felt Pluto sneaking around here. There you go. So Judgment, which can also be looked at as an awakening. So I would not be surprised here again, Gemini Cancer, if you experience another awakening period, another enlightenment season, okay? You have the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Wands as well. Something that's definitely been challenging you is about to come to an end. It's almost like Spirit's calling judgment on this situation. Almost as like it's enough is enough. Yeah, Magician energy. So there's Mercury showing up again. And the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like whatever this struggle has been, Gemini Cancer, you're coming out of the situation very, very secure, very stable, or about to build that sense of security and stability, especially if it comes to your career or your material world and your finances. Something was definitely halting you or stopping. I just heard stopping the bag. It's almost like I think you've been trying to create something here for yourself, whether that is a business, whether that is a new lifestyle. Judgment's being called. Yeah, I just see, honestly, I just feel like there's going to be a lot of forward movement here because I think you've been in this Knight of Pentacles for long enough. I think you were very smart to stay in the Knight of Pentacles energy when it came to creating something, like not launching it just yet, not necessarily taking a step toward it, like kind of waiting for something else to play out before you take action. Okay. All right. Energy for Aquarius. How is Aquarius supporting and influencing Gemini Cancer in the now moment? Five of Pentacles. That's the struggle. That's the worry. Now, mind you, Five of Pentacles clearly is right before the Six. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thank you, Divine, because you got the Sun. I was about to go into like a long-winded form of just saying, if you feel like you're losing hope in something, the Sun is about to come. Success, joy, enlightenment, fun times, warmth. It's about to find you after being in some sort of a cold, kind of worrisome energy. My throat chakra just almost gave out there a little bit. A risk that you've taken recently is about to pay off. That's what I feel. I feel like it was a risk to put yourself in the Five of Pentacles position, and the Divine is rewarding you with the Sun, rewarding you with success. Interestingly enough, you also have the Sun and the Moon here. Okay. And you've got the Four of Wands. Yeah. That's the reward. Some form of a commitment, some form of a contract coming together, something that's original, one of a kind, something that is unique, a unique situation, a unique setup, something carved out just for you, Gemini Cancer. After maybe feeling like you were forgotten about, or after maybe feeling like, especially with the seventh house here at the bottom of the deck as kind of like the overall energy, it's like maybe you never, or you felt like you wouldn't find your person, or almost feeling like the time or the opportunity to have a balanced relationship or a balanced connection, or to really experience true spiritual intimacy, was like almost out of the question, or almost to a point where you were worried and giving up on that idea. But again, the Five of Pentacles and the Sun and the Four of Wands, something uniquely carved out or created for you is what I really, really feel when it comes to this profound relationship. Yeah, it's meant for you. Okay, what's the energy between Aquarius and the Moon? Thank you. The Page of Cups. Ooh, okay, Gemini Cancer. It is a Cancer energy for me. I'd almost want to say it that is you in a court card. You're also the Queen of Cups as well. 20 degrees Gemini to 20 degrees Cancer is the Queen of Cups. Knight of Swords. Page of Cups can be an offer, or a message about an offer, or an expression of emotions. Someone, again, that's what I mean. Somebody in the Knight of Swords, communication, somebody actually has, almost wanted to say, innocent emotions for you. Like, with the Page of Cups comes no ill intent. The Page of Cups is the kid that loves to share, loves to have everybody included, likes to give people hugs when they're sad, right? Like, pages are children for me. So it's like that kid who is just so empathic towards other people. You could identify like that. Maybe you identify as an empath. The connection and the relationship that's meant for you, Gemini Cancer, is not cookie cutter. It's not. It might look very small, or I don't, maybe small wasn't the right word, but it might look very, how could I say that? Okay, I'll say outside looking in on this connection, people might be worried. Why? I'm not sure. And maybe we'll get a little deeper into that in the extended, but it's like there's some sort of worry or concern about either this connection or this person not being able to make you happy, or you guys not being able to have true joy, or it just looks one way, but actually the experience of it is the Sun. Ooh, or for some of y'all, and this is not for everybody, but for some of y'all, something is being, okay, the Five of Pentacles is being masked with the Sun energy. So this could be a situation, this might not be a relationship or a connection that you're a part of. It could be Gemini Cancer, but this could be somebody around you, or who wants to open up to you and maybe tell you that there has been some sort of like mask that they've been wearing in a relationship or in a connection. Like it's not what it seems. It looks like the Sun, like, oh, they look so happy, they look so excited, they look so joyous, and it's like actually the Five of Pentacles, like a lot of stress, a lot of worry, not stable, very cold. Yeah, some of y'all, that could be somebody wants to communicate to you, Gemini Cancer, about a connection that they're in. This could be definitely like a friend coming to you and being like, bestie, I am so miserable in this relationship or in this connection. I don't know what to do. Yeah. Oh no. Look at this. Yeah. You've got the Three of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Pisces, Aries energy. So this person could be in a relationship with the Queen of Wands. Oh, and the plot thickens. For some of y'all, could be somebody who has Aquarius in their chart that is in a Four of Wands with a Queen of Wands. Pisces, Aries energy. And the Three of Swords is present. Something's happened. I almost want to say that this is somebody that you might deem your person, quote unquote, with the 7th house here. And or this could be you. Maybe you're in a connection with a Queen of Wands, regardless of gender. And you're maybe tired. Some of you, if this is a relationship you're a part of, it's like you're tired of putting on that mask of everything is okay when it's not. You're in the Three of Swords. Something happened here. Betrayal, disappointment, heartbreak in general. Somebody's tired of like faking it. Faking that everything is happy, everything is kosher when it's not. And I think if this isn't you, Gemini, Cancer, this is somebody who wants to come to you and talk to you about this. And with the moon and water, I think this is like speaking to you in confidence about it, right? So like they might not have told even their family what they're going through, but for some reason I'm not saying like that in a bad way, but for some reason they feel called to discuss this with you. Maybe you've been through something similar, Gemini, Cancer. I almost want to say this is someone who might be getting a divorce if they were married, or if this was just like a long-term commitment, because we did see the 10 of Pentacles. Judgment's being called on it. And it's ending up in heartbreak. Somebody wants to tell you that, though. Three of Swords would say that, yeah, this Queen of Wands was maybe not emotionally meeting this person's needs, or gave up on the connection, really didn't nurture the connection, something like that, like left them out in the cold. This Queen of Wands could have left this person. Why do I almost want to say there could be somebody else a part of this? Like the Queen of Wands could have cheated on this person with someone else. And or some of you guys might be getting to know someone and they want to let you know about their past. Now, my opinion doesn't necessarily matter in that, but my 2 cents is that might not always be the best thing to do. Especially, let's just say this is you, Gemini, Cancer. You maybe want to express to somebody something that you've been through. I just would say use discernment around that, okay? Especially if this is clearly something that's in the past. If you're with someone new, bringing up old relationships and old connections might not always benefit you or benefit this person, unless it's something like you're explaining why you are a particular way, right? Like then fine to share, but maybe not. I almost feel like this is something that, again, it feels recent, it feels kind of still fresh, even if it was like a couple months ago, or maybe even like a year ago. So how this is being communicated, I do feel like there's still some hurt there. There's still some hurt there. And if this is you, Gemini, Cancer, if you've just gotten out of a relationship that everybody maybe thought was really good and really bright and really sunny, but it was actually the 5 of Pentacles, it was quite the struggle. You could have friends that want to kind of like take you out to get you out of that mind space of what happened between you and this person, trying to get you back into your Queen of Wands vibe, looking good, feeling sexy. You know what I mean? Like going out and having a good time and just kind of blowing off steam in that way. But it almost feels like all you either want to do, it's like, I don't think you really want to do that. I think you really want to talk about it. Okay. Again, only take what resonates. Leave the rest. So tell me more about this communication with the Knight of Swords and the Moon. The Knight of Cups. Wow, yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah, I think if those of you might be dealing with a breakup, I do feel like friends are gonna come almost to the rescue to try to get you out of thinking about it, kind of wallowing in it. Yeah. Ooh, the Emperor. Okay, now hold on, Gemini Cancer. I almost feel like it's this, for some of y'all, it's this Emperor that has the Page of Cups and the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups on it. Like, on your body, on your case, trying to communicate with you, messages coming from them. You might go out here, Gemini Cancer, and meet this Emperor, who could be an Aquarius. Doesn't necessarily have to be. Emperor naturally is Aries, Taurus energy. Is it the Emperor that has hidden feelings for you, Gemini Cancer? I kind of feel, or is it the Emperor that broke your heart? Or the Emperor that's dealing with heartbreak? Yeah, there are a lot of different timelines here. So again, apply it how it fits. This Emperor could be going through a little bit of heartbreak. Maybe not even just a little bit, a lot of it. And it's like they either want to come to you and talk to you about it. Okay, so what I'll say, Gemini Cancer, if you are meeting someone new and all they can really talk about is their past person and their breakup, or it just kind of always finds a way into the conversation, they might not be ready to really be in a relationship, no, despite what they say. Okay, so just be mindful of that. This person could be fresh off of heartbreak. And I think it's fair and I think it's really kind to be in the Page of Cups towards this Emperor. But just be mindful. They're coming in night energy. So it's like they're wanting to satisfy their emotional needs. Yikes. Okay, that could be a real thing here. Just be mindful of that, Gemini Cancer. If you do not want to be used almost as like a rebound here, then, you know, behave, act accordingly, move accordingly. But it does kind of feel like this Emperor is a bit emotional or really deep in their feels right now, and they might be looking for ways to numb themselves, okay? And maybe they're coming towards you in that energy, hoping that you'll be the one to do or help them with that, okay? But you grown, you do what you want to do what you feel comfortable with as always, okay? Tell me more about this water energy. And look at that. The Empress with the Seven of Cups. Oh, yeah. The Empress with the Seven of Cups. Okay. Here's what I'll say, too. For some of you, because I keep hearing too late. Some of you, not all of you, but some of you maybe already have kind of connected with this Emperor, not knowing that they were deep in the Three of Swords, fresh out of some sort of relationship or breakup or heartbreak here. And maybe there's a question around why you, after this hookup, feel a bit emotionally conflicted, a little all over the place. That was the emotional swing I was kind of picking up on. So maybe it's not necessarily tied to the cycle. It could be tied to this Emperor if you've intimately connected with them physically, okay? And that's maybe where the whole empath thing comes in. Because if you are spiritually open, right, or in tune in that way, or just empathic by nature, it will be very, very difficult to share your body with someone and not take on their emotions, their feelings, their thoughts, their energy, right? And so if that is the case, that's where I kind of feel like for some of you guys, the Seven of Cups is coming from. If you're like, why do I all of a sudden feel really like sad, really depressed, really anxious or upset, or angry, right? It's because you've either been intimate, yeah, you've connected with this emperor, or you've been intimate with them, and you've maybe absorbed some of what they've been going through. So it's not technically you, it's this person. Now, others of y'all, because that's definitely not the case for everybody. I almost feel like this emperor might be coming to you, hoping that you can help them navigate their feelings and their emotions. So not from a sexual space, but from like a genuine friend type of way with the Page of Cups here. It's like someone's banking on or desiring a lot of compassion from you, or hoping that you're going to show compassion towards them when they tell you what they've been through. So, I mean, I think it can be fair, and I think that that can be a very beautiful experience. Just be mindful here, Gemini Cancer, that somebody's not trying to trauma bond with you, like get you to feel bad for them, sorry for them from what they've gone through, so that you're more emotionally open or energetically open to them, for them to just kind of dump this Three of Swords vibe on you. Just be careful, because with the Seven of Cups, it's not giving clarity. It's clarify. Thank you, Divine. Clarify this Empress and the Seven of Cups. The Three of Cups. Right. Somebody just looking for something very casual, very on the surface, friendship. So that's what I mean. Some of you guys are going to meet an emperor who might be very charming, might be very persuasive, might be a good time, fun energy, wonderful, right? And they might be kind of making strong passes at you because they feel this Empress energy. And I do feel like, Gemini Cancer, you are showing up here as this Empress. But I almost like want to caution, like, don't confuse the fun time, the Three of Cups, the casual energy between you two, as something solid. Okay. Now, some of you guys might be used to hanging out with this person, with this Emperor energy as the Empress, right? Like, yeah, this is someone that you might casually call a friend. But I feel like during some moon cycle, whether it is this next full moon on the 1st, if you're watching this here with me live, or the next new moon, or the next full moon, whatever the next new or full moon is, there will be some sort of communication or advance that comes from this Emperor. And it might throw you a little off guard. Because if you're used to being in a Three of Cups with this Emperor, and it's like they're trying to maybe take it to another level, I see you feeling or being really conflicted emotionally about that. Because maybe you're aware that they're in the Three of Swords. This Three of Swords could also be some sort of a history with this Emperor. Like I said, Venus is in retrograde, yeah? This could be an emperor that you were once connected to. Because, I mean, you are showing up here as the Empress. Yeah, you were maybe once at a point in a Four of Wands with this emperor, and things were great until they weren't. And I think this emperor might be hoping that there's still this kind of Page of Cups, open-hearted energy you have towards them, knowing that they maybe broke your heart, or maybe didn't necessarily do right by you. It's like, and again, it's like they're gonna try to come around and maybe be cordial, maybe be friendly, but want to then talk about what happened. And I think I kind of get you guys being like, I'm cool with the Three of Cups, but ooh, now we're kind of getting a little too deep here, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Or there is maybe a part of you, Gemini Cancer, that wants to be open towards this Emperor. But I also get that it's the Three of Swords that kind of makes this a little bit more murky. Yeah, I got Justice. So that's exactly what's happening here. For some of you guys, this Emperor wants justice. This Emperor wants to right a wrong. they're coming in on the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups to communicate with you, talk to you, but also kind of share their emotions with you, let you know how they feel, acknowledge maybe that, you know, things ended in the Three of Swords between you two, or it's again, it's like they either know that they hurt you, because sometimes the Page of Cups can be an apology. Yeah, it could be this Emperor that wants to give an apology for kind of confusing you a little bit. I kind of feel like this is somebody who was hot and cold. Especially if they're showing up as the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. It's like one minute they were really maybe very affectionate, very in that Knight of Cups energy, and then the next they're like Knight of Swords, like kind of cold, a little harsh, a little mean too. For some of you, this is somebody that you would have been happy to go through life's ups and downs with. I think that's what makes it a little difficult to kind of not open yourself up to this person, or I think that's where the confusion is. Like, I don't really know what to do. I mean, you are kind of showing up as a match, but with the Three of Swords and the Seven of Cups, I almost feel like this person's intentions just might not be all the way easy to read. I'm not going to say that they have ill intent towards you, Gemini Cancer. I just think it's kind of just, it's confusing. I'm even confused in the energy. It's just like, what, where are you? Because, I mean, we did see the Magician earlier and we saw Judgment. Maybe this Emperor's gone through some sort of spiritual awakening and judgment when it comes to this Four of Wands that they had with you. And that's like they want to apologize for maybe the games that they played with the Magician, the mind games or the tricks, or, you know, not doing the whole hot and cold thing. But something about this Emperor partly gets you kind of like excited, but then also makes you feel very nervous or very just like conflicted. Part of you really wants to maybe reconnect, but then the other part of you remembers the Three of Swords that you went through. And so for Justice to be at the bottom of the deck, it's a balancing out. It's karmic in the sense of this Emperor has clearly learned a lesson here, or has had some sort of spiritual awakening and realizes that the scales have been imbalanced and wants to maybe balance them through an apology. And I guess they could even maybe kind of cloak this in closure, wanting to have some sort of closure if there wasn't any, or maybe just wanting to tell you why they were hot and cold. Like something could have been happening a little bit deeper within them that they were not open to you about, that they now want to say like, oh, I was going through this, I was dealing with that, and I just didn't know how to tell you. I didn't know how to open up to you about it, or I just kind of hid it because that's just what they do. You know what I mean? Like that, some self-awareness. I do feel a strong sense of self-awareness around this Emperor. So again, I don't think that they're malicious or trying to intentionally confuse you, but I think it is going to be a little bit kind of like, I don't know if you can trust. And then look at that. I've been shuffling and then Justice comes right back at the bottom of the deck. All right, so clearly there has been some wrongs here that are trying to be righted or want to be righted. So we're going to further look into this in the extended, but first I'm going to clarify the Page of Cups and the Three of Swords, and then we'll get a overall energy from the bottom of the deck regarding this 7th house partnership relationship. And then we'll dig a little deeper into what comes up as that clarifier in the extended on Patreon. Then I'll pull from the Sacred Destiny Oracle to see what the highest vibrational outcome will be for you in this situation, Gemini Cancer. And then we're going to pull some manifestation practice and affirmation cards. Okay, I'm going to connect them to each of these 3 celestial or cosmic influences for you. So Aquarius, the moon, and water. So how to kind of manifest with this Aquarius energy, with the moon energy, and with this water energy to help you navigate this situation. This is what I mean. Look at the Chariot. Bottom of the deck. It's like they want advancement. They want to realign here. And or for some of you, I think, yes, this is somebody from you were once committed to or in a long-term relationship with. Others of you, this person's getting out of one and heading towards you. And if that's the case, I just would, Knight of Pentacles, I think that's why the Knight of Pentacles came out. I think I would just take it slow. You don't have to necessarily listen to me, but that's just kind of what I'm feeling in the energy, because if this person is bouncing from one relationship, trying to now connect in another, that means they haven't necessarily healed from whatever happened between them and this past person that they're leaving or they're moving on from, or that they just experienced heartbreak or a breakup with. So take it slow so that they have some time to kind of shed that energy. Because otherwise, if you kind of just get caught up in all the Knight of Cups energy and all of that and everything they say, it could leave you a little conflicted or a little confused. Because I almost feel like just as heavy as they'll be in that kind of pouring on the love, trying to connect with you emotionally, they're gonna kind of be guarded in the same way with the Knight of Swords. And I almost feel like there's a Seven of Swords lurking around here. So that means that they might be more prone to projecting what they experienced in this recent breakup onto you, Gemini, Cancer. And that's never a good feeling. So take what resonates, all right? Let's go ahead. Let's just clarify. Thank you so much, Divine. Clarify the Page of Cups and the Three of Swords for Gemini, Cancer. Clarify the Page of Cups and the Three of Swords. Yeah, the Seven of Wands. So for those of you where this is an emperor that you were once connected with here, you are very guarded towards their apology. Because again, I don't think that you trust this person, and or that it's just... it's just kind of like, why do you want to apologize now? Or just kind of like, thanks, but no thanks. And or... the way that this emperor wants to kind of like rekindle some sort of emotional connection with you, I think you're very guarded towards. Okay? Like, I'll hear out your apology, but slow down with the Knight of Cups. Stay in this Page of Cups energy. That's what I get for some of y'all, okay? Tell me more about this Three of Swords for Gemini, Cancer. The World. Yeah. Yes. So this could have been a very heartbreaking ending for you, Gemini, Cancer, between you and this emperor or empress. Take it how it resonates, okay? And there you go, the Eight of Cups. That's what I mean. Some of you have put this situation in your past and you've walked away and you've released this, you've let it go emotionally. So now that that has happened and you've closed the door on this with the World, this person now wanting to come offer an apology kind of feels like a moot point. Like, it's not needed. It's not necessary. You're in the Seven of Wands towards it anyway. It's just kind of like, stay 10 feet, please. Thanks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, even if they are absolutely sincere about the apology, I just think something about this, maybe that was that too late. Something about the apology might be a little too late. Something about this confession. I do feel like a confession is coming, might just be a little too late. Like, the damage has already been done. Three of Swords with the World. And you can't go back. It's fixed. The World is fixed energy, okay? So with the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck, that does say, again, that this is a relationship that you've either let go of, or if this is active for you, Gemini, Cancer, you might be considering, like, with everything that the Three of Swords has brought you, that it might be time to let this person go. I also get that if that's been a decision that you've made recently, and let's say you've taken the action to get into the World, complete this cycle or this chapter or in this relationship, it's like part of you is feeling very happy and excited. Three of Cups, that could be you going out with your friends, but then still feeling a bit closed off emotionally. So, I mean, I feel like there's so many ways that this can fit together, Gemini Cancer, for you. Because again, if you are in this, like, okay, I'm going to go out, I'm going to kind of try to put the Three of Swords behind me, close that door, and then you meet an Emperor, it's like, oh, there is some sort of connection here, the Emperor and the Empress, but then I'm still fresh off of this Three of Swords. So I don't know what to do or how to feel or how to move forward with this, because clearly if it's an Emperor and an Empress connecting, that bond and that energy recognition is going to be really, really strong. So that could also be causing a little bit of this, like, what do I do? Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups is Scorpio energy, and it also can be a dream state. Why do I feel like if you meet this Emperor even once, like, let's say again, you're on that timeline where you're out with your friends, you're getting over a heartbreak, and you meet somebody, that this person like automatically shows up in your dreams? That again could be the, like, okay, whoa, type of, what is this type of thing. So a lot here. We'll dig deeper into the extended, okay? But Gemini Cancer, this has been your astrology tarot reading. I hope you found this helpful and insightful, and maybe feel with some confirmation around what you got going on or what's to come here for you. Please keep in mind that this was timeless in general. This could resonate directly for you or someone connected to you, okay? Let me know your thoughts though. Let me know how this resonates with you in the comments down below if you're comfortable. And even if not, just say hello. I'd love to say hi to you down there in the comments. But thank you again, Psychic Soul Tarot, for showing love in the chat. I appreciate you, and I hope you are enjoying that dinner, love. And I will see you maybe in our next one, right? Make sure you are subscribed, though, so that you can tune into the upcoming live tarot readings that will be scheduled in advance and coming up soon. All right, we're going to tap into this full moon energy coming up. That will be, I believe, tomorrow. I think I'm going to do that reading tomorrow in preparation for the first. So hope to see you in that full moon live. But if not, Gemini Cancer, I will see you all in our next one. All right, namaste.